Hello, 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 motherfucking people. It is so wonderful to see you. Fuck off ads. It's too early for jazz hands. Very nice to see everybody. I know this is really random. It's 12:40 a.m. on a Sunday, or technically a Monday. But we're gonna do a little late night stream. We're gonna have a little nocturnal emission in it. We're gonna have some fun for all you extra party animals who just didn't get enough out of the weekend. We're gonna add some more colors. The Geno Bisconte doodle. As you can see, I did some work on my own without streaming. I apologize. Whoopsie poopsie. We're just added in the basic colors for the background, and we're gonna add in. These are just a placeholder. What I've got here right now, just like so I know what I want to see, and now we're gonna make that happen. If that makes any sense. So I hope everybody straps in. I hope everybody's ready for a bunch of cheesy ass 80s rock and roll music and some misogynistic radio. Not for me, maybe. And we'll have some fun. This is my boy Guppy. He's a good boy. Sometimes. Can y'all see him? Probably not. Hold on. This is him. This is Guppy. No, where are you going, you fucking fruitcake? Like, I just put you on cam. Alright, anywho. That's him. He's chilling with me. He's probably gonna go shit on the floor or something. Ugh. Everything looked fine. Why did I fuck with it? Is that alright? No. Really. Like, I'm such a professional. Okay, wicked. That could work, maybe. Get my OP radio. Hell yeah, brother. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Let's get on with the program. Aw. Bitch better have my money. Just waiting for the fucking ad to end. Mm-hmm. Women be like that.
Let me ask you this, because if we want to go back to the old school show, because I see that as like, hey, get back to the old show because he's hurting. See, this
sounds like he's about to cry, man.
Yeah, but see how you go.
It took me a long time to realize that Jay-Z was right. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Empathetic, motherfucker. You fucking hate
It's
men anyway.
with count because everyone's had their heart broken. You will
Let me tell you something. I want to make sure this is specific because I don't know. Go-go and stripper different things, right?
completely different.
But how about the hatred of men? Are they the same in terms of those?
I think strippers have more hatred than men.
Yeah, strippers have more hatred. Like when I do the more like burlesque dancing, so I might end
But
up
it's still,
When I'm in a strip club, I hate men.
but it's still,
So I can only imagine a stripper.
yeah.
Here's what I'm saying to you, Chris. And this is why I tried to get a little bit away from like just everybody's problem. I started trying to talk a little more about things in general that might apply to you because I think we've discussed many times without you having to call in that this draw full of women that's saying you're the best and you're this and you're that, you gotta understand, dude, that we've already covered that in terms of this. In terms of it's your fucking fault.
Right.
This is what they do. Like I said, I have some fish. I have a tank full of fish. I have some cichlids. Great fish. Every day I come downstairs, right? No fish.
Chiclet?
Cichlids. So every time I come through downstairs, those motherfuckers swim to the side of the tank and go we getting ready to eat. That's the nigga that feeds me. And I feed them, and then I try to like maybe put my finger in the water to touch one. They go, ah! This nigga trying to touch me. That is what they do. So I have to learn how to coexist with what they are, with what I get out of them. So you have to learn how to get out of what you want out of a woman and let them be them. Because they are them without maliciousness. They live their life natural. Like Pam coming in, there's no malicious bone in Pam's body. She does what she does. Now, if I allow her to do what she does in my presence, that's my fault. Because it trickles down from you, Chris. They gonna write. Look, my girl on Tuesday said, you always doing what this shit. I hate you. On Wednesday, we give a good fuck, and she's like, you fuck me like I was some loser. I love you so. Are you okay? You need your back, blah, blah, blah. If I paid attention to my happiness based on this fucking loser, how could I be happy? You can't base your happiness, Chris, on fucking girls and their love letters. They're like fish.
It wasn't just the letter. That was my mistake. I bought him
Give me a second, actually. Hold on.
from a very early age.
I'm gonna try something real quick.
The idea that you should give and listen to women like that other tantric incense sniffing motherfucker was there.
I think he's talking about Dante, though. Could be Dante. You mean?
Let's be Dante. Wait a minute. I gotta ask Chris a question. Did you pick up on anything? There was a lot of shit that was talked about on the show today. Did you pick up on anything that was talked about today on the show? Did you understand the philosophy what's going on? Did you listen?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm gonna do?
A lot of it can be applied to his
You know what I'm gonna do? We gotta figure this out. We're figuring this out right now. Hey, Chris, don't kill yourself. Keep going with the show. We're gonna figure this out, man. Thanks for calling. Listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure out what the right thing is. Because before, it was a lot of calls that were just, hey man, what's the best way to eat pussy? You know we're feeling it out. We got too much knowledge between that, too much knowledge between everybody that we just go, here's how you eat pussy. Hey, Jeff wouldn't do it. No, you don't want it to be involved. You got important shit to say.
She got the big guns pointed at my heart. I bang, bang, shoot 'em like a firing squad. She got the big guns. She blew me away, and now I'm down in flames. Woo!
Once this XM series thing happens and we figure out all this, like if we can get a weekly show, we're gonna figure this out. Because you understand, I come back 2 months with a lot of anger, with a lot of shit. I just want to talk about everything. I think once we get a weekly thing set up, then we can get into exactly the brand that we're gonna get into. Because Jeff is new. Jeff is gonna be here from now on whenever we have shows. Jeff is part of the show now. You understand? Hopefully this
Pamela Page.
this bitch, what's her name? Nicole, what's her name? Yeah, she'll be part. And of course, we love you, black women. So, there's a lot of shit that we try to figure out during this show, and I know there's a lot of men that have problems. But you gotta understand, dude. Every philosophy in here is based on having problems with women. It's not based on here's how you get. I don't give advice on how to pick up girls. I ain't know how to pick up girls. I know how to stay happy. I know that my girl's tears mean my smile. That's what I know. My bitch the other day got a nice cry. You know what I mean? Got a nice cry. Because she came out, we was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I go, she goes, wow, his wife really rides with him. His wife really backs him. And I go, and she goes, oh yeah, I back you like that. I said, yeah, you do, sweetie. And then I said, but you know that nigga got rhymes.
Pointed at my heart, a bang bang, shoot 'em like a firing squad, a big gun. She blew me away, and now I'm down, down, down in flames. The big guns,
Okay, in my head, fuck
big
in
guns.
zone. And
She got the big
men would
guns.
hate me more than I hate her. Her hatred is moment to moment like a fish. Mine is real and it'll stay. And it's not vindictive or spiteful. It's just like, fuck you, bitch. Let me get into me zone so I don't have to be one of these guys that say a thing like, every time we try to have fun, you... Why would I do that? When I know that's what they do. They don't know how to have fun. It's miserable. So I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm by myself, and then she went to take a shower, and she comes out, and she's like, when you come to bed, what you doing? We did this thing like, what you doing? Right? Hey, what's going? Why are you acting so stank? And I said, bitch, are you trying to get me to be phony with you? Huh? You think we're gonna move on? Cause you ready to fucking move on? Cause you went from moment to moment, and now you're happy, bitch?
The shower brought her to her senses. Is what happened.
Now,
The water hit her.
I didn't curse her out. I just had to talk Hannibal Lecter, treat the bitch like multiple Migs. If you ever seen that show, that is talk this bitch till she dies. And she, because most of the time, she's gonna do something to mess up the good time, not me. I don't go, why'd you say that? I don't want it. She does it. So I tell her why, and then she goes, well, what's the point then? Implying, why are you even with me? I said, look, I didn't say that, but if you try to think for me, we'll be broke up. So you go ahead and think for me. You think, what are we doing this for? What are we... You think for me, go ahead. See if this relationship lasts. I think for this relationship. You emotionalize through it. If I emotionalize through the relationship, then where the fuck we gonna be? I'd rather you be crying because you get what you did that was dumb than I be miserable. Like guys do out there. Because they think that's what their existence has to be. And women
Mm-hmm.
with the
Women are vindictive.
look, my girl tries to say my friends are gay. Because when she tries to always introduce, I don't know what the bitch is doing. She always tries to, like, be the bitch that informs me of something. Like, she goes, did you hear what did you? And I go, oh, yeah, but I don't talk to you about it. So my boy called, you called, somebody else called, and I'm like, he goes, yo, you about China? And I go, hold on, let me go make some tea so we can discuss China for hours and hours. Well, I fucking said China. I said, well, your China shit is boring. Talk to your friends about China, bitch, not me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, you're probably gay. Yeah, probably so. Yeah. I just don't want to talk to you, bitch. But that's from here. Why the fuck are women always, instead of trying to understand that we're not crazy, we're just acting a certain way that you have to understand. Like, we have to understand that you have to have children, and what and the pain. I don't have kids. Why should I give a fuck about that? But I do, because it's visual. You have a period, that shit fucks you up, makes you hormonal, makes you emotional, and I have to understand that. There's things that go on with guys that women don't give a fuck because we don't bleed with our bullshit. Like, half the time, man, cheat. If they motherfuckers wanted to, I want to see my girl and go, this is the best bitch I'll ever kiss. Not even that, you're the last girl I ever want to kiss.
Right.
But that's not the fucking case.
Right, exactly. Because it's biology.
They don't understand that, and they don't give a fuck about that. So I gotta make her understand shit. And she's like a fish. Tuesday, she loves me. Thursday, I'm the worst motherfucker ever. Saturday, she goes, oh my God, where would I be without you? Sunday, you back in the day, you used to fold the blankets. Like, why would I pay attention to her?
My guest tonight's a comedian and co-creator of Netflix's Athletes for Family.
All I could say was just
Are we all having a good time so far? I certainly hope so. Can't stand the heartache. Dancing the red, red rose. Sunbeams a broken heart. That's just the way it goes. I can't stand the heartache. One sec. Feel that girl, watch that queen, choose again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, how's my lovely doing out there? Oh, I can't see you, but you smell so delicious. Just sitting out there on this Saturday night, about 70 degrees, and you fucking losers are listening to the radio. Oh, yeah. So if you in here with your woman listening to this show, you are already in a big fucking mess. At least you should be out. And leave that bitch in there by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Phillip with Patrice O'Neal. And for those who don't know what the Black Phillip concept is, it was spawned by my, as Mr. Opie, our benefactor, Greg Hughes said, it's just a baby of Patrice O'Neal. What he said should edit himself. as anytime I'm on the radio, I never stick to the subject, and I always seem to go off about women no matter what. Hey, what do you think about Mars, man, and this new moon? I don't know, but bitches make me sick. Jupiter looks like a titty.
Hour and a half later, we changed the subject. That's like, you know what? Why don't you do that on your own fucking show?
Why don't you do that shit by yourself, nigga? so we come up with the advice show for it's really not it's not people think I'm a woman hater. I'm not a woman hater. I'm a woman helper. I like to help women. I like to give them advice because basically it's just I want to teach men how to give their women different options on how to think, and that's what I think a lot of problem is lies in relationships. There are not other options for bitches to think. They just think the way they think since the year one or whenever pussy became important on this planet, and they just think the way they think. And as men, we are so afraid of losing whatever we're afraid to lose. I don't know if it's sex. If we cancel out sex, it can't be just sex, but I don't know. But anyway, I have some guests in the studio, and I have to do say that Opie has been a factor here. He suggested the show, and I really appreciate it. And he's here to help out because I am not a radio guy, but one day I will be, and I can tell him to stay the fuck home instead of being here with his messy hair and his woman that doesn't want to be here. She's like, let's go out and enjoy the evening.
Well, we did have plans, so. But I turned my brain off on weekends. I'm just going to sit here and stare at you
and just
with
relax.
this goofy look and hope you do all right. Now you should introduce these
guys.
Yeah, I'm
getting ready to introduce. This is my as you say in the streets. This is my these are my consigliaries in terms of life. We have Kathleen Roll, who is there's a reason for her to be here, and there's a term called a hole that this show uses, like some chick, but she's not just a hole. She's a hole, but she's not a she's a sort of a kinda. She's a girl, but the one main focus that I love about her is that she has rationale like a man. She's in Mensa, okay, which is like you have to be super genius to fucking be in Minty.
Yeah, I don't know about super genius.
Cigarette. She got a nasty pain on a Saturday night, night, night. One for the money and two for the show. Around and round on a rodeo. Take a look at what you might need and get another and get a piece of me. Yeah, yeah.
Just her gut, and she actually had.
Sleeping in the city, she got an alligator bite. And then pretty on a Saturday night, night, night. One for the money and two for the show. Around and around we go. Take a look at what you might need. You got another and got a piece of me.
Like a pig under her arms. And she tried to dress like young, like these Bowery Street
I'm
bitches.
not.
And you
I'm
can
not
just see her.
dressing young. I wore a lightweight cotton T-shirt.
They're beyond
I
crow's
knew I'd
feet.
be.
This bitch has
I have
pelican hands on her eyes.
I have less crow's feet than you, Patrice,
Mine
and
is
I'm
fat.
white.
At least you're in shape with your crow's feet look like motherfucking those
white.
cartoon pigeons that people draw. It is amazing. But
I have perky breasts.
she does. She looks. This one. She's perfect. She's a perfect
On a
person.
Saturday night, night, night. One for the money and two for the show. Around and round and around we go.
Super smart girl and fucking has a lot and know has a lot of knowledge about the love thing, and it's not emotional. It's not like you're fucking an asshole. She sits there and she rationalizes it like a dude would, and that's why I appreciate it. And that's why she's here. And the second guest is really this is one of my best friends in the world. We go back and forth analyzing the pimp game.
Pontificate life.
Life.
And bitches.
It's if you ever seen pictures of Gavin that does the show, Gavin's about 7'5", and it's like if you take an anvil and dropped it on Gavin, that's Dante, and he still has all the muscles as Gavin, more tattoos, lived more life than he's lived 85 different lives, and he's a super fucking genius too, and that's why he's here. So Dante, fucking Reggie Nero, and Kathleen Roll, who will be my guest host for as long as this show exists, and that's it. So welcome to our little show. And
Ricky was a wild one. He had a wild soul. He sent in troubles and his feet in the bones. Necessarily out of school. Comes from the edge of town and cuts like a switchblade. So no one could take him down. No, bang, bang, money ain't no good at home. He walked the streets a soldier and he walked the struggle alone, and now it's 18 in life they call it. 18 in life, you know, your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. 18 in life they call it. 18 in life, you know, your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. His face full of gasoline. He kept his motor running, but he never kept it clean. And they say he likes adventure. Ricky's the wild one. He married courtship, and courtship with a gun. Oh, they bang, shoot 'em up. The party never ends, and you can't think of dying when the bottle's your best friend. And now it's 18 in life, they call it. 18 in life, you know, your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. 18 in life, you call it. 18 in life, you know, your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. Accidents will happen, have fun and know you said. We will find your shit starts in the wind. What? One sec, people. 18 in life, they call it. 18 in life, you know your crime is time. And it's 18 in life to go. 18 in life, they call it. 18 in life, you know your crime is time. It's 18 in life to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, cool. Can y'all see my cat? Maybe not. He's like really. Hey, fucker! I was about to give you a shout out and then he bit me. Why don't you fuck off if you're gonna do shit like that? Dude, I'm petting you and shit and he bit me. You don't you growl at me, motherfucker. I feed you and I clean your shit. Don't you growl at me. I'm the alpha in this motherfucking house. That's right. You fucking punk ass bitch. Don't you be wagging your tail. Get the fuck out of here, will ya? Hey. Don't you fucking growl at me. I'm the Joe Exotic of this bitch. No, no, no. Shut your mouth. Get out of here. You're a bad boy. I'm trying to pet you. Don't you growl at me. Psst. Look at me. Psst. Hey. Hey. Don't you growl at me. Don't you growl at me. That's a bad you. What the fuck you gonna do? No, we don't need you here. Shh. Shh, Guppy. It's okay. Guppy. Guppy. It's alright. It's alright. Everything's okay. Relax. He's retarded. Shake it like a rattlesnake. Denominate and doing the rattlesnake shake. He probably doesn't like my singing. You know, that's what it is. This motherfucker can't stand me. Shake, shake, shake it like a rattlesnake. Boom, boom, baby, I'm in the mood. Shake, shake, you shake it like a rattlesnake. Staying up late, we're doing the rattlesnake shake. Shake it like a rattlesnake. Boom, boom, baby, I'm in the mood. Shake, shake, you're shaking like a rattlesnake. Staying up late, we're doing the rattlesnake shake. God damn, I love rock and roll, man. Fuck yeah. Continue. Oh, fuck off. YouTube stinks. Oh yeah, yeah. Woo. Since I was born, they couldn't hold me down. Another misfit kid, another burnt out town. I never played by the rules and I never really cared. My misfit reputation takes me everywhere. And I look and see it's not only me. Standing and others are stood where I stand. We are the young and raise your hands. They call us problem child. We spend our nights on trial. We're walking endless miles. We are the youth gone wild. We'll stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all the writings on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. See, he submitted. Here's who I'm supposed to be. And once you son, you look just like me. I said, hey man, there's something you ought to know. I tell you, Park Avenue leads to Skid Row. And I look and see it's not only me. Don't need a tall, we're never in doubt. We are the young, so shout it out. Woo! We stand in our bloom child. We'll spend our nights on trial. We're walking endless miles. We are the youth gone wild. We spend and we won't tell. We're one and one for all the writings on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. My fucking cat submitted after I gave him the tough love. He's like a woman. You gotta feed that bit. Never mind. Problem childs, we spend our nights on trial. We walk in endless miles. We are the youth gone wild. We spend and we won't all. We're one and one for all the writings on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Oh, we are the youth gone wild. Whoa. Whoa, 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 we are the youth gone wild. We are the youth gone wild. Whoa, we are the youth gone wild. Fuck yeah, man. I love Skid Row. Jersey, represent. Will you. No. 6 foot long and lonely. And lights. And on stop with an alligator's bite. What can I do? No, no, no. What can I do? I'm asking you, doctor, 'cause I think I've been hooked on you. Now I don't need a talking, but I know I can say is here I am. Close your eyes now, I'll be Superman. Here I am.
I hate to fly. I hate to fly. And I used to get on a plane for 10 hours, not round trip, 10 hours there, 10 hours back to fly and hang out with third world hookers. Now, there has to be some sort of, you have to rationalize it like past, oh, I'm going to get some pussy. There's other places closer.
Yeah. Why do you have to go to Brazil to get that quality of a hooker? I mean, can't you find that here?
It's the
No,
mentality.
no.
Is it a
Oh,
we talked about it. You
it's
said it
the
was a mentality.
mentality of the prostitute. You mean she acts like she likes it? Is that it?
It's they the prostitutes in this country act like women. They act like women that they actually have dignity and rules. and things like that.
Oh.
And they make sure.
Oh, in Brazil they have.
No. I'm gonna explain it. They in Brazil, they they pretend to love you so much that there's something about giving them money that you're not giving them money. Like you're not buying pussy. They don't make you feel like you're some piece of shit buying pussy, and
Oh.
you don't. And in turn, you don't make them feel like they're some piece of shit selling pussy. Here, there's a weird war where you disrespect prostitutes. It's like, bitch, you selling
Sounds
pussy.
like
They're like,
Brazil
well, you
got it
must got a
right.
fucking wife at home. You fucking stinking mother. You're
Fuck,
fucking here
man.
catching AIDS from me, and fucking you got a wife and kids, and you're a piece of shit. It's the same combative thing that you have
That
with
you
free
get-
bitches.
Yeah, that you get with a wife.
That you
like,
get with
why
somebody
would you
that you
go out
don't
in the street?
pay money
Yeah.
for.
I
When you
see
go
your
to
point.
Brazil, you see men, rational men, walking around holding whores' hands that you fucked yesterday. Like you have to walk up to them. You're like, hey, how you doing? And you have to pretend you didn't just buy this bitch yesterday. Hey,
Wow.
how you doing,
It,
Inca? And she's like, hello. And he's like, I'm gonna take her home, kissing her in the mouth, and you just go, wow. But it's something about them that make you. It's a weird feeling. And what happened and what came over me, and what it culminated from is from the past where I used to be Mr. Write a poem for a bitch.
All guys start at that angle. Every guy starts, oh, I'm a simpy man. Blah, blah, blah. We're raised by Disney movies just like you
I'd like to
bitches. I mean,
see one of
shit.
these poems.
Here's what I used to do in high school. And I'm going to tell you, just so you don't think
Oh.
that I'm some. You got to understand, I'm a fat motherfucker. And you got to understand that I had to. I got tired of just fucking fat girls. Even though I do like fat girls. I do like them, innately like fat girls. But the reason I wanted to fuck hot women, and I'm like, I know I've seen fat motherfuckers with hot women. And when I was a kid, I would write. My poems used to be. You ever see what was that show where they used to show a picture? They would show a picture, and it's like it'll be a bee, and then they'll write the plus sign, and then a leaf.
I know.
Believe, you know.
Oh,
You know?
wow.
It was all
Better off
reefs.
dead than
So
making a
I would
mess
write a
of
bitch poem.
me.
I cherish you, and I would write an eyeball,
Cherry.
and then a chair, and then plus ish, and I'll go, here's your thing, baby, and I wanted to know if I could take you out on a date, and she would go, get your fat punk ass out of here, and I go, what the fuck? Why can't I get the pussy I want? And eventually, all over these years since high school, it's been like a not an anger, but a frustration. Like, what does it take? Does it take 75 push-ups? No. Does it take 1,000 sit-ups? No. Does it take a nice car? No. Does it take a fucking super motorcycle? No. It takes confidence, and it has to be righteous.
Now do you find that you get these women now in the city because of the confidence and the kind of revelation that you got in Brazil?
Yes, but let me say what the revelation was. Why the revelation was? Why the fuck am I flying 10 hours in this death trap to go see third world pussy? Why? So when you say why, this is one of the big
Yeah,
problems
I'd
that
really
men
like to know.
and women have. That men have mostly. We have a primal instinct that we feel in our gut. And a lot of times, the fact that the world's so pussy now that I believe that's just infested with vaginas and how they think that men cancel out their thought. That thought where if your wife does something, or this guy's wife does something, and that guy's wife does something, they get a feeling like in your stomach. Your woman ever do something and in your stomach you go, this fucking bitch. But it's like she does it, and it's something about what she does that isn't wrong. You can't pinpoint what it is. Like if you go, bitch, you out your mind? She'll go, what? All I did was that for the orange juice, and you know she did something other than that.
Right.
But you can't.
It's the intention.
Okay,
The intention of what is going on behind that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a manipulative. But in our culture,
Right.
we are raised to be, women are raised to be manipulative.
Raised by
I don't even think they're manipulative
I
on
understand
purpose.
what you're saying. Like she can't come out and say like I whatever she wants
The,
to say. It has to be something with the orange juice.
The
Like
bed
she won't look
thing.
mean, whereas the Brazilian women would come out and tell you,
No.
I don't like your hat or whatever.
No, they
No,
don't.
you're
No.
talking about the sleeping on what side of the bed.
What side? What
Right,
side of the
right.
bed?
That's
What
what you're
side
talking
of the
about.
bed? It's
The subtle, innate,
I'll tell
manipulative.
a story about
Yeah.
There's
what
a
side of the
subtle,
bed.
innate, manipulative, and I don't even think it's on purpose. I think it's
It's
natural.
never
It's
malicious.
so organic in a way. The manipulation is so organic.
Let me tell a story about that. Let me tell what happened years ago. My ex-girlfriend, who I'm still friends with now, we was going to bed.
To
We
the
was going
sound
around
of
and stuff. We was going to sleep.
pouring
And one
rain,
day, and this is what I'm talking about, having a
learn to
feeling, just a
whisper,
feeling,
and
like what
I
the fuck?
dream
I hate
of
this bitch, but I don't know
you.
why. She said,
And
"Let's go to
all
bed.
the
We're going to
things
bed." Okay. So
relating
she goes,
my
before we go to bed, she goes,
name.
What side of the
And
bed do
when
you
you
sleep on?
needed
and I go,
me, I
"Well,
came
this side."
through.
Then she goes,
Paint a
But you
picture
know,
of the days gone
television, son.
by, when love was blind and you would make me see. I'd stare a lifetime into their eyes. That way I knew that you were there for me. Time after time you were there for me. Remember yesterday, held hands in hands, and letters in the sand. I remember you through the sleepless nights, through every endless day. I wanna hear you say, I remember you. In the summer with the top rolled down, wish every moment would be like this. You said I love you, babe, without a sound. I tell myself your life with just one kiss. Live for your smile and die for your tears. Remember yesterday, flying hand in hand. Rivers in the sands, I remember you. Through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, I wanna hear you say, I swear you'll never be lonely. To the sound of pouring rain, wish away I dreamed of you, and only never make you wait. When always be my dream come true. Moving on, I love you. Remember yesterday. Walking hand in hand, my brothers in the sand. I remember you, and through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, I wanna hear you say, I remember you. Yesterday, walking hand in hand, love letters in the sand. I remember you through the sleepless nights, through every endless day. I wanna hear you say, I remember, I remember you. I really am a little white girl. Like I paused the Patrice shit so I could sing "I Remember You." Jesus Christ. Pissy. No, no, no. Why is there an ad?
In my gut, I'm like, well, what the bitch? I didn't ask which side of the bed to sleep. Just get on the fucking side of the bed you want to sleep on. Why did you ask me that shit? So in my stomach, I wanted to curse her out, but in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. If I curse her out for this, she'll be like, hello, Felice, this is the Raven Maniac here.
Right.
So what I learned to do over the last 5 years, and of course, like meeting with Dante, meeting with Kathleen, is I learned a way to just immediately become philosophical about my anger and go, okay, why am I angry? Okay, I'm angry because she did this. And just that little story is basically she did that because women have two things in their head. They have the thing that makes them go, I love you. You're a man. You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me. You fucking, I can't even open this pickle jar without you. And then it's the other side of their brain that goes, you faggot ass bitch. What the fuck you give a fuck? Why are you loving this motherfucker so much? So what they want is they want the girl shit at the expense of your manhood. They want your manhood when they want it.
Here's the problem. I think you get a situation where men in general, when they meet women, they send the representative, what I call a representative. That's the public relation guy, the suit, where you have to send the Jerry curl guy with the gold teeth from the mailroom first. You got to send him up front. You can't. When you first meet a woman, you have to be the guy that you are, not with in mind that you're trying to lay her or plow. You got to be the guy that you are.
But see, you're moving ahead because this is where we have to come in.
Right.
It's because you got to understand where this is coming. This show is to help all the guys to, first of all, to make sure that if you ever break up with your girl, I don't got to deal with this bitch and your lack of raising her correctly.
Now
if
I
you
gotta
don't
deal with
raise your bitch correctly,
right.
you are potentially putting me in a fucked up situation if you don't raise her right. It's like having a child and you don't raise them in the house and then they walk out in the streets and they fucking rob people and they steal and they fucking say, hey baby, hey bitch. It's because the parent didn't raise them right. It's I gotta deal with your horse shit, fellas. This show is basically to help men in a nutshell. Understand, to help you get to be able to introduce another option to how your girl thinks.
Now,
that's what this show is about.
What about, I want to go back to the girlfriend in the bed thing.
Right.
Do you think the reason she did that was it was insecurity? She wanted to know.
It's a codependent. An arrogant. She was arrogant and humble at the same time. She wants me to give her the man shit, like open the door,
like
take
honey,
put my coat on for me. She wants the gentleman part, but she doesn't want the humbleness. She doesn't want the humbleness to say, sweetie, here's your decision that I'm giving you as a man. I'm forcing you to make the right decision. It's a forcing. It's an unnatural thing. It's not tapping into my desire, because that's what women don't know how to do, is tap into a man's desire. To see, if she knew how to do that, I would automatically give her the side of the bed she wants. Because I would go, in my mind, I would go, sweetie, you might not be able to see if I'm on the side, and I'm getting tired, just lay on this side. But my mind wasn't so entrenched in her shit that I was just going, hey, I'll lay anywhere. But she had pretense. You understand? And I picked up on the pretense. That's what my stomach picked up on, was the pretense that she had to I'm like, what?
And her question of where you want to sleep is not an honest. It's not an honest question.
Right. And
that's
the
point.
primal instinct that we get as men.
It just seems absurd to me. But
of course.
As a woman, though, I was, I don't know. I don't do that. Whatever I think generally comes flying out of my mouth.
Now, who's the proof that you don't do that, Kevin? Because I find that hard to believe.
Okay.
Because you're a girl.
Really.
You're having trouble saying what you feel
Really?
now. You're going because she's bumbling
It's
over
the-
her words
it's the
because
inner dialogue.
she wants to
Yeah.
exactly. It's her
It's
other
the inner
half.
dialogue.
Because
In
let me
a
tell you what's going on. If you
relationship,
listening,
I would not. If I wanted to watch TV, I would say, could I lay where I could see the TV?
Yeah, but here's what happens.
Shut up.
I would.
Here's
I don't
what happens.
understand why
You don't.
anyone would.
You don't. And stop. Because I've had conversations with you. You do a lot of this. Like this is. You ever talk to Kathleen? The one thing that bugs me is she goes, because she's trying to find the right thing to say. You're less emotional than most because you have a few
Kathleen
personalities.
is like a chick dude, and she's in constant.
I'm not
Both
like
sides, her masculine and feminine aspects is always at odds. Like it's always at odds.
Because you're finding that way to say what you want to say. You understand? You don't have your primal instinct is not honesty. You don't come from honesty. You're not born in honesty. Women are not born in honesty. You don't need to be. You don't need to have charisma. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to have. Look, men have developed a lot of different verbal skills that women haven't because you haven't had to. There's no.
Chasing, chasing another man, and you figure it out.
And when you do have conversation ability, you force it on guys because you know that most women don't. So you kind of just fly over guys like a big goddamn hawk and make a guy.
I'm sorry.
Listen. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't force conversation. I mean, thank you.
But I know what I'm saying is infinitely more interesting.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I actually
Exactly.
not only do I have something. Here's what something you do to a woman that will work 99.9% of the time. If she says, "Here's what I think," all you have to do to combat her is go, "Why?" She never has the thought that actually is the purpose for her thought. She just has a thought, but there's never a reasoning. Guys always have a reasoning behind what we're saying.
You always know that you're going to be questioned. That there's a possibility that if you make a statement, you will be questioned about why you said that or why you feel that way.
You're very defensive. There's constantly a battle.
I need to be.
Females.
Yes.
Yep, they're the enemy.
Who's gonna do it if I don't? Who?
Fucking A!
Who's gonna tell you to shut the fuck up if I don't?
That's a good point. I just, the woman.
That's
Exactly.
a good point.
Yeah. Because you know what? Women's
The
comfort
woman
zone
that
is
you're
in the
talking about, the woman with
The
the bad thing,
the women
the
that I'm
woman
talking about.
that you would go out with.
Yeah.
This is an insecure thing to do. Now, my point, like, why is this woman in bed with a guy that is that insecure about? I mean, that woman did not know if you loved her. That was
Tell
her
her-
thing. She was insecure.
Kathleen, talk about the guy, the goofy guy that you said was so sweet that you dumped him because he wanted to have kids. Remember when we were talking about?
That's not me.
Yes, it was you. You said it was a guy, he's a doctor
Kathleen,
or something.
tap into the personality that should be on the show.
There was a guy that you said wanted kids and you couldn't give him what he wanted. So,
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about?
Kids, but yeah, it was,
or whatever, your
okay,
career.
He was a doctor.
Now wait, what's the point of the story though? What's the point for you to get ready? Say this story. What
The
what
point
point
is-
This was
the point
not
of-
an emotional thing, though.
The point is that you said what you said. You said that you left him alone. You really liked him. You said you really loved him, but you let him go because you loved him and you couldn't give him what he wanted, which is crap. Bottom line is, if you love somebody, you're willing
but let
to
her tell
give.
the story though.
Let her tell the story.
It's a very basic thing. We were
Say
together. What he really wanted was, to be married and have a different kind of life than when I was leading. He's like a doctor, gets up at 6. I'm running around doing comedy. And ultimately, it's not going to work. This is not a guy out looking to get laid or whatever.
Okay.
This is what he wants. He's at the point of his life where he wants to settle down. He has his career. and it just didn't work out. That's it.
It didn't work out because of what?
There's no bed thing where the TV.
No, no, we got. I'm not saying that.
We watch TV in bed a lot. There was never issues with that.
But this is what. Hold on, Kathleen. Hold on a second. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. Now, you think that you had a reason behind that, but let me tell you what the reason was. The reason was insecurity. Now you left him because you. This is why. Because you left him because you didn't have. You wanted to have. It's like it's a fear of success. It's that self destruction thing. That self degradation thing where you control. And I've done this a lot of times. That's I'm a bridge burner. I'm a professional bridge burner. And burning bridges is basically when you feel like you are like a little nervous. Like say Opie says, just say, yeah, hey yo, you wanna come do this way?
Be a man child, cause I'm running home wild. She said I'll see you later. I always gravitate to her. She said on me that station, no time for concentration. And I'll look up there. The kids are all alright there. Shoot down invaders. No time for strangers. Everybody jam with me. Come on, y'all. Don't give a fuck about anymore now. She's giving up on you now. Do it for the kids, they say. And about you anyway. You're almost done now. That's so safe now. They say. It ain't better anyway. Shoot down invaders. Showtime for strangers. Shoot down invaders. Showtime for strangers. Running like a deer in the headlights. I've been up all the night, just as in the heaven. And then again, to tame her. Never try to claim her. Just to make that I had one. Station, no time for concentration. Things is all alright now. Out of luck and I don't even give a fuck. Shoot down invaders. Showtime for strangers. Shoot down invaders. Woo! Showtime for strangers. Shoot down invaders. Showtime for strangers. Shoot down. Because she said so. I'm a fan fight because he said so. I'm a piece of shit because he said so. All these lips that gypsy bring me down, down, down. And all that first class bullshit brings me down, down, down. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a big machine, it's a big machine. We're all slaves to the big machine. It's a big machine, it's a big machine. We're all slaves to the big machine. Got a knob to the big machine. I got a house, I got a kids, I got a wife, I got a kids. Put the money in the bag. Because she said so. Slave, without orders. Slave, I guess I chose to be. I guess I chose to be. I guess I chose to be on this and that gypsy brings me down, down, down. And all that first class bullshit brings me down, down, down. It's a big machine, it's a big machine, we're all slaves to the big machine. It's a big machine, it's a big machine, we're all slaves to the big machine. All tied up to the big machine. I got a house, I got a wife, I got a dog, I got a kids, put the money in the bag. Comic book fights only happen in real life today now. No, that first class bullshit brings me down. Yo, TCAP fan, hello, hello, hello. TCAP, blah, blah, blah. TCAP certainly rules. It's the best thing ever. I'm gonna do more watch-alongs once I get a better mic. If you want to watch my previous streams, I explained it, but like, TCAP forever. I'm gonna do more TCAP art soon. Just this is a commission that I got recently, and I gotta finish it before Christmas. But yeah, TCAP shit's on the way. Thank you for joining in, man. Good to see you. Slaves to the big machine. We're all slaves to a big machine. We're all slaves to the big machine. It's a big machine, it's a big machine, we're all slaves to the big machine. It's a big machine, it's a big machine, we're all slaves to the big machine. All tied up to the big machine. I got a house, I got a dog, I got a wife, I got kids, put the money in the bag. Fuck yeah, man. Love that goddamn song. What the fuck is this?
And I am scared out of my balls, right? I come here, I do something.
I got a jam for a bit, man. I'm sorry. I'm digging the Patrice shit, but like I just got a jam for a sec, you know. and I don't anymore. Just look and you'll see me lying there. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying there. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying there. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying there. Just look and you'll see me lying there, lying. And just let it go. Long back the spectacle. Okay, yeah, and back and broken bones. In the end, I'll stand alone. We talk about it. Don't know what you want in the back of someone else's car. Oh, this song hits home. I got an 8. Oh, never mind. At the club. And the name change at the guns. Motherfucker, yeah. Only name broken bones. In the end, I'll stand alone. You talk about it, don't know what you want in the back of someone else's car. You talk about it, and another slides. Till it felt to fall apart. And then come back down again. And so you fall back down again. I'm standing now. You talk about it, don't know what you want. In the back of someone else's car. You talk about it, of another spark. You talk about it, don't know what you want. Want to fall apart. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice little song. I've been gone. It's been a long year. Now I'm gone. Fall to pieces. I'm falling. Fell to pieces, and I'm still falling. Every time I'm rolling down, all the way I fall to pieces. Journal. For the pieces I'm falling. Fell to pieces and I'm still falling. Every time I'm falling down, all alone I fall to pieces. And down. All alone I fall to pieces. Every time I'm falling down. All alone I fall to pieces. Cry. All alone I fall to pieces. Every time I'm a falling down. All alone I fall to pieces. I'm falling down. All alone I fall to pieces. All of mine falling down. All alone I fall to pieces. It's a fun little song.
To try to fuck up this radio show on my terms. Not
Right.
come in here and face
Give it a shot.
No,
face
I
the stress of maybe sucking, but gave it a good try. You were scared of failing in that relationship on his terms, not living up to the doctor. Because you said, why would you have to say he was a doctor? You know why? Because that puts him at a social level that you might. I'm a lowly comic. He's a doctor. He wants certain things that I can't give him. So instead of giving it a shot and maybe giving him certain things, you said, "Fuck it, I'm out of here," because you was afraid of losing it on his terms because you're a girl.
That's how women do.
logistics of it, it would be like, okay, well, I'll be done at 10. I'll call you at 10:15. I call, I wake him up, he's a little pissed. I get there, it's 11:30.
Does that sound like
Well,
neediness?
doesn't he get a chance?
It's
Doesn't he
like,
get a chance to
why
say?
bother? Why not just
Doesn't he get a chance to say what he'll
and
put
let
up with?
him?
Like, doesn't if you give it a shot, you
Mm,
give all you can give.
nice and all,
Doesn't he get a chance
all
to
that
say what is enough or
original.
what's not enough?
I just
But you
don't.
make
Why
the
make
you
it
made the
difficult?
decision
You know,
for him.
it's not.
You bailed on it before him instead of saying, "This is what I got to give. Is that enough?" And he
That
would have
is
said,
so
"Hey,
spot
it's not
on.
enough for me," and then we would have went each other's separate ways.
Well, what about you? You're married.
What about me?
Yeah. Describe your marriage.
Uh, I met my lady. I was a male stripper for 11 years. I met
Oh.
my.
That's one of his lies. That's one of the 40 lies.
I met her.
And wait, you have to let him know. Not only was you a male stripper, he was the male stripper of this fucking in the tri-state region.
You were the number one.
He was the nigga.
His words, not mine.
See, there's a lot you don't know about me.
That old pussy's waking up, huh? Something else is sweating beside those underarms there.
I met her stripping.
She was like a customer.
That is
She was stripping and I was stripping.
Oh, well, that's kind of hot.
that is kind of hot.
She. Oh.
You know what? Stop talking to her. Kathleen's nervous. She's just babbling now. Relax. Take a break. We're going to take a call in a minute. I can
She's
feel you.
babbling
Trust
now.
me, everybody. Kathleen's role is fucking amazing when she's not under a little bit of pressure. She feels a little pressure, and I'm going to say she's amazing. But calm down because she's like wow. She's back and forth. She's like, yeah, that's hot. And she has 14 personalities. Okay. Don't worry about it. We're trying to figure out which one. But she's fucking amazing. But she's like, I don't. This is what. See, this is what is great about her. She's perfect to have in here because, like every other woman, no man challenges her dumb statements. Like she just make a statement and go, and then a guy will go, okay, I wanna fuck you, so I'll just listen to your bullshit. And you'll go, and you'll go, you know what, baby? Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna take our first call for the what? Take a break? Really? Then come back to the phone? Oh, that's how you do it? All right. God, I think God is white.
Take a short break.
We're gonna take a short break.
The phones are lit, and you'll take phone calls.
All right, we're gonna take a short break. Take
about
a
their
couple
relationship problems.
phone
How's that
calls.
sound?
There you go.
All right.
We'll be back in 1 hour.
More with the Black Phillip after the Patrice O'Neal, a 2-hour relationship show.
You're never gonna meet a girl whose hymen ain't broken.
You mumble mouth, fat-tongued mongoloid.
It's the whole truth
Kiddo calling you the Black Dr. Phil.
with Patrice O'Neal.
Bad, like, retard Steve.
Love me, feed me. That's what you do.
Oh, I wanted to bite his face when he said that. Dopey smile.
I'm a good man.
Shut up.
Happy 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Now, just take that bitch by the back of her head. Smash it into the bathroom sink.
Being as Marvin Gaye, this segment should be about relationships with one's father.
Oh, yeah.
Two fathers.
Oh, sit her on top of the stove while it's on. Wake her ass up, baby. What's up, man? Welcome back to Black Phillip with Patrice O'Neal. We have a special piece of amoeba here today, a little smushy, and just the lovely Jimmy Norton, everybody. No gig today, Jimmy? No fucking Schenectady? No fucking Alaska? No shitty town somewhere you're performing in?
I was in a little town called Aspen, doing that silly festival.
Fuck that festival.
I flew home a day early because we have someone from Sabbath calling me Monday morning. I was padding at the club. So Oak called me and said you were doing your show.
Black Sabbath?
He flew in a day early because he knew you were on the radio by yourself.
Why am I letting him get away with that?
Hey,
I just came down here to support my buddy Patrice. What a worm!
I
what
forgot.
A hunk of shit Jimmy Norton is.
That was
Why don't
the
you come down
absolute
here and support me when I'm on in the morning and you're not on?
because I don't like you.
No,
I didn't. I actually.
What a dick.
That's not true. Oh no, that's not true. I didn't. You said to me, bro, I'm pulling up to the studio. I'm in a cab. Patrice is doing a show tonight.
He did call me when I was in the cab.
No, I did in the cab.
What's this fucker?
Yeah.
Right. You should go to the phones though, man.
Yeah. We're gonna go to number 4. We're gonna go to Dino. No, not Dino. Sorry, Dino. We're going to number 5. We're going to Ryan in the bottom. Ryan.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, sweetie.
How we doing, Patrice?
I don't know. How you doing? I'm doing fine.
Hell, man. I guess I'm alright, man. You's a funny fucking comic, man. You and Jimmy Norton.
Well, that's argument.
Why do you
What's
have
up,
to
man?
hurt
What's
me?
going on? I could have been
Hey,
me.
man.
All right, go ahead, man.
I've been fucking with my chick for about a year, and fucking, shit just fucking picked up a new job driving truck and shit.
Right.
And fucking, my chick just fucking tripped out on me. I mean, she's just fucking totally fucking backing out, dude.
On what level?
I don't know what the fuck to do.
She's tripping out on what level is she tripping out?
She's fucking going into all this shit about marriage and fucking all that shit. And, I mean, I'm just fucking chilling where I'm at, but
So basically, what you're saying? Let's try to figure this out. You're saying that this is classic because you're happy in this situation that you're in with this girl. You're happy at the level it's moving. She's kind of your girlfriend. You consider your girlfriend?
yeah.
Okay, so she's like, you've given that girlfriend title. You've probably been with her long enough for her to feel comfortable enough to put pressure on you to get married. But you got to understand, this is not her fault. See, there's a lot of things you have to understand, fellas out there, is that what women do when they do these things, when they pressure you to marry them, they pressure you to do what they do, it's not their fault. That's what the fuck they do. So you have to dismiss what she wants. Dismiss that whole thing. She wants to get married because that's what she wants to do anyway. But that's like them wanting to get married is like saying I want to eat or I want to fucking wake up and look at something. That's what that marriage thing is to them. What you have to do is reestablish your shit. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to be able to take a L. And an L in the hood means you have to be not afraid to take a loss to get your point across. So when she says and gives you that ultimatum, if you look like you're sweating and you're blinking and you're nervous about her leaving, she will take advantage of that. You understand? So when she says we're gonna get married and you have to go, you know what, sweetie, and you don't get mad. See, that's the what we have over women is that we are not as emotional as them. We rationalize much more than they do. So if she's going, I want to get married, here's what you do. Ask her why. You understand what I'm saying? And she'll go just like this. Because she never had to think of the second option. That's your job is to give them a second option to think. Well, I want to get married. Why? Because why does she say she wants to get married?
It's just, I mean, she's a Mormon girl. I mean, I was raised that shit growing up, but, I mean, fuck, that ain't my thing. I'm just a fucking redneck, goofy son of a bitch.
Right, who has and she was down for that, like, how long ago when you first met? She's like, I'm a redneck and down for drinking too. Fucking, Ryan, I love you and I'll do anything you do. Right? And now she's switching up a little bit, right?
Mm.
No, man. She was brought up that fucking drinking was bad and all that shit. And I mean, I was brought up that way, but I mean, I came to the fucking point that, you know what? If I want to go have a fucking beer with my girls, I'm gonna have a fucking beer. I mean, she don't want to do nothing that. I mean, I fucking gave ample shit, took her to concerts that she wanted to see, went places. But the minute I fucking started talking about, going out hunting or fucking camping, fishing, she just kind of got this fucking pissed off look like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do? Go with you?
Well, why do you think she wants to marry you, besides the fact that you're obviously very well spoken?
Oh, yeah.
That's just a religion, man. She's freaking 19. I mean, the Mormon religion, dude, they want to be married
19.
Like fucking 20 and popping kids.
Hold on. Ryan, how old are you?
I'm 25.
She's a 19-year-old. She wants to get
Don't get married till you're at least 35.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on there. I didn't even realize her age. She's living
A fool's paradise.
of life right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like you've moved on. You might have thought something when you was 18, but you've moved on in your mind to 25. You understand? She's still at the age. She's still thinking that she needs to get married. You gotta understand. Fuck talking about her, Ryan. You have to change how you approach her, not how she approaches you. She's right on schedule. She's a goofy fucking right out of high school, or I don't know.
This is the greatest relationship advice ever. Fucking A, man. Shit.
Whatever. But you gotta understand.
It's your fucking fault if a relationship fails. Always. Because the man.
What she's supposed to do.
Like,
you
fuck
have
it.
to not get
God damn, I
emotional
love
with
this.
her. It has to not be stop having negotiations with her. Stop trying to give her things to make her happy so that she lets you go out to fucking hunt and lets you go out to drink. You have to say, look, sweetie, this is how it is. And you have to be ready for her to walk out of your life, Ryan. That is, you ever see that movie Heat? Don't get involved with something you can't walk out in less than 30 seconds. Make her, pressure her to make a decision. Because one thing women need from you that if you don't give them, they fucking flap around like a fish out of water, is emotions. If she goes, I gotta get married, and I don't want you to go hunting, and you go, oh, sweetie, we're not gonna get married for a while, and I don't know when, and I'm going hunting right now. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
You don't have to be here if you don't want. Kiss her on the cheek and be really cold because now her emotions have to eat on themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So let her emotion eat her own soul up and have you then she'll think of another option because basically she's not walking out your life unless you're crushed. Women don't leave unless you're fucking completely
they
fucking
matter. They have to matter.
Exactly.
They never walk out if you're indifferent on the couch.
Never. If you go, goodbye, nice talking to you, I love you, but you have to live your life. That bitch will not. She won't take a step.
And she's
Trust
19.
Trust
she don't even have the tools.
Yeah, but she's Mormon and Nevada.
Thanks, Ryan, man. Just try that. Just make sure that you put the pressure on her to make her own decisions. Don't let her make you be an asshole so that she can be comfortable enough to hit you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't let her force you to hit her or something, and now she can hate you and tell all her friends you're a wife beater and a this, that, and the other, and then she can feed off her own hatred towards you and exist. But if you're a nice guy about it and you tell her to get the fuck out your face, but you say it in an indifferent way, she has nothing to eat. So she has to come for you for some nourishment, emotional nourishment. All right, Ryan? All right, see you later.
I wish I knew that earlier.
All right, we're gonna go to 3, number 3, Rob in Ohio. Rob.
Yeah, what's up, Patrice?
What's going on, man? What's up? Thanks.
Hey, listen. All right, I'll be back story. It'll be quick. Been married 4 years. My wife hasn't blown me since we've been married. She gives me sex maybe once a month. I'm on a bachelor party in another city. Do I have a legitimate beef to get some ass tonight?
Even if she is fucking you every night.
Yes, but you
It's
Rob. This is Dante.
Yeah.
Nothing helps a marriage more than cheating. Nothing makes it easier because if whenever you're cheating, there's nothing that she can say that would upset you after you get home. Nothing.
I'm just thinking,
That's
get
a
a little
good
head.
point.
And the guilt you feel will cause you to do shit around the house that you never would have done. You'll cut the grass, you'll paint the living room, you'll do what she wants you to do. Because you're
Oh,
guilty.
yeah.
Let me tell you something, Rob. Let me tell you something about this situation, cheating. Is you got to understand that, first of all, think to yourself why have you ever cheated on her before?
No.
All right. Think to yourself,
Wow.
why don't you cheat on her now? Fuck, why don't you cheat on her? Because that's some fucking magical shit women invented. Because we're not cheating. Wait a minute, Kevin. Just real quick, why do you stay faithful to her? What's your reason?
I'm pathetic.
No.
It's fear.
Why do you stay? Why don't you go get side pussy? Why don't you? Just why? In your own.
What about her? Why is she only happy with sex once a month?
Because
She's getting it for somebody else.
Is it a chore?
Switch.
Go ahead.
She used to put out all the time before we got married and all that stuff. And then as soon as we got married, she found Jesus and she doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, she found Jesus. Okay.
That's her Mexican boyfriend's name, Jesus.
Definitely.
Let me explain what happened to you. This is the sad thing. Sometimes you have to face the truth. And I think pathetic was the right word. But we all get pathetic until you get that gene in you where you just want to be a pimp.
Pimpin'.
You have to say to yourself, okay, look, you can't love a woman like a woman loves you. You cannot give energy to her the same way she gives it to you. You can't go booby bear. You can't hold her hand because she's holding yours. It's a distance thing. You have to, if she loves Jesus, okay, and no offense to God, but you put pressure on her to love you as much as she loves God, okay? God, she's loving Jesus. He's a entity. Like, you can't see him, but something's there making her chase Jesus. That's what she's doing. You got to make her chase you. Do you understand? Stay gone for a couple of days. Fucking have other things to do besides worry about how much she loves you and you love her. You got to get a life, dude. You don't have a life. If you're worried about going to a bachelor party where fucking is like you supposed to fuck, and you're like, what am I gonna do? You're rationalizing cheating, but you know what? Don't do it. If it's righteous, there's a righteous fuck and there's a dishonest fuck. Now, if you fucking somebody at this bachelor party dishonestly, meaning you're just doing
as a result, as a payback.
I am a righteous fuck.
As payback,
tit for tat. And you gotta want to do it. If
It has
you want
to
do
be
it,
just a fucking.
you just gotta be. The desire is organic and honest.
Yes. So if you.
Hey. 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 When you look, you see right through me. Past the rope, I fell to my knees. Born and broken every single time. Always keep me on your finger. That's a spot where you might linger. My seasons turn to pleasure in my mind. Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you see. Hey. Hey. When you make me, you'll destroy me. Wrap the mind to smell the coffee. Born and broken every single time. Always keep me on your finger. That's the spot where you might linger. My seasons turn to pleasure in my mind. Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you see, like holy water, it only finds you faster than you ever tried. This time with me. Ooh. When you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, I fell to my knees. And then I've done it every single time. Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you see, like holy water, it only finds you faster than you ever tried. This time with me. Hey, hey, hey. Fun, fun, fun.
With Ring Alarm this holiday season, deck the halls, walls, doors, and windows with protection.
Deck you in the mouth, how about?
Protect your home with Ring
Fucking
Alarm.
get off my screen. Hands on the nose of this evening. Got your head in the clouds and your world's upside down. Get away from the drugs you're taking. Get away from the man who's stealing your light. Get away from the drugs you're taking. Get away from the friends. God, that's a fucking sick solo, man. Listen to that. You got your head in the clouds and your world's upside down. Get away from the life you're living. Get away from the man who's stealing your lights. Get away from the drugs you're taking. Get away from the vacancies in your life. Get away, get away, get away. Fun, 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 fun. Yeah. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes enough. Sometimes I won't. There you go. And then you're not. Enough. It's all I've got. Sometimes it's all the time. And never means maybe. Time is all the time. Then I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. Sometimes I feel that I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. is all the time and never means maybe. Sometimes is all the time. Baby, and I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. Sometimes I feel, and I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. Sometimes I feel. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 2 hours already. Huh. It's crazy shit.
If you want to go to this bachelor party and get some righteous pussy, don't even look back, because it's not about her.
What do you do other than, do you masturbate a lot? Is that it?
No, just deal with it.
He jerks off.
And dude, she's so into Jesus, and if nothing else works, just grow a beard, put on a loincloth,
Yeah.
and say, bloweth me.
I was thinking that if you can incorporate, get her to think of sex and religion together, it could be kind of
Dude,
odd.
you don't have. Here's what you do. It's very easy. They don't want what they can have. And right now, I think she has you, because even in your attempt to be evil, you're still kind of like have a worthless kind of self-image. You can't cheat and be thinking about how you're hurting her. You understand what I'm saying? You have to, if cheating on her helps your self-esteem, you do it, but you do it righteous to help you, not to as a result that she won't suck
I'm
your
gonna
dick.
show her.
Well, you're assuming this is a vindictive blowjob. Maybe he just wants a blowjob.
I'm asking.
saying if
That's
he
what I'm
does,
saying.
then
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, we're gonna go to.
I want to see what you have to say to Brian in Chicago.
That's who we.
All right, let's say hi to Brian in Chicago. You're on with Patrice O'Neill.
Hi, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks, man.
Hey, I have a kind of a strange question. I'm in an area where there are a lot of seemingly materialistic chicks, and I'm always going out on dates, always going out with these girls, and after you get past the surface of getting to know a girl, there's nothing because they care more about what you can buy for them instead of what you can do and how you can treat them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a pre-screening thing that you could suggest so I don't have to waste my time with these materialistic bitches?
No. This is again, introduce options. You got to understand that essentially, that most loser women, all they have to barter is their pussy. They don't have anything else. Men have so many other things to barter when it comes to the sex game and the relationship game. Like when you gotta understand again, it's not their fault. Never look at it as like their fault because they all do it. So it has to be some type of nature involved. When you walk up the street, man, if you're an ugly motherfucker, hunchback, and you walking with some type of like fucking swagger, a woman can look at you and everybody can be laughing and going, "Look at this hunchback motherfucker." But
like that
somebody might
hump,
go,
about that hump
"How
is
does this
sexy.
with a hunchback?
Look at
Hold on.
him.
How can this motherfucker with a hunchback look like he should be fucking me? There's other things that make us attractive to women. Initially, there's only one thing that makes them attractive to us, and that's fucking them. And then it builds from there. But they like us more than fucking us on the front end, and then they like us like for fucking us in the back end. We like them to fuck them in the front end, and then we go, wow, she's kind of cool on the back end. So basically, you got to understand that when you're meeting these women, essentially, they're losers. Do you feel what I'm saying? That she has to get something out of her pussy, dude. She has to get dinner. She has to get a movie. How can she function if she doesn't get something out of what she has? So it's a barter system, but you got to think of it like this: that our bodies aren't as important to us as their bodies are. So when you're taking her out to dinner and spending time with her, and taking her to the movies, you got to understand that that's her way of fucking you. And if you take her out 5 times, she fucked you 5 times. You haven't fucked her yet. So basically what you're doing is driving down a one-way street behind this bitch, a narrow one-way street behind her, and you can't pass her. So if you find yourself getting stuck behind a chick in a one-way, you turn off the first available exit and you get the fuck off that road so you can either get in front or you try to get in a situation where you're ahead, because you can never get ahead like by making a stand on the back end. Let me explain. It's a thing called the punk test. When I was younger, this dude fucking robbed me for my first piece of jewelry I ever had. And before he actually stuffed that gun in my face, he knew he was going to rob me. He knew he could rob me because he did a series of things that made him know this motherfucker's a pussy. He bumped into me, and I'm like, hey, why did you step on my feet? Why did you do that? He walked up behind me. He was like saying shit under his breath like, this motherfucker sucks, this, that, the other. And then once he made the move to rob me, he really didn't need a gun because he already knew he had me. So when a woman gets you like that, dude, you can't get from under that rock by now, like showing your manhood card.
Gradual.
When she
gradual.
sees that she took your manhood, that she's this guy's in love with me. This guy, I know a girl that said, I don't let nobody pull my hair until I tell them to. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You gotta say to yourself that I am the director of my movie. Bitch, you in my movie. So if you take a chick out to dinner, yes, that's the fair thing to do. But don't take her out twice until as soon as you get that fucking gut feeling that the world tries to take away from a man, that we want to fuck. You know that thing that, oh, it's not right to want to fuck. We want to fuck, bitch. As soon as you breathe, as soon as we see you, we want to fuck. It is what it is. So when you take her out to dinner, I'm telling you, you introduce fucking right after dinner. You fucking go, hey, porn is fucking. And are you a whore? You can't let a woman whore out your time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
if I'm giving for her, she's got to give for me right back.
it's not like you gotta.
It's not
You gotta.
tit for tat.
Right.
It's not. She's gonna try and gradually take your manhood by small steps, and then before you know it, you're sitting in the shoe store carrying her bags. You gotta first up front decide what you want out of this, and if what you want is sex, then that has to be obvious that that's
Right.
what you want. And if that's not what she wants, fine. There will be somebody else, especially if you're in a situation where there are materialist women around you. I would assume that you're doing pretty well financially yourself. Is that correct?
I'm doing okay.
Right. So that's why you're around these women and they're attracted to you in the first place. So if you're looking for sex, you have to put that out up front because she will do small little steps to take your manhood in the interim.
Right.
I want to ask you this: Where are you meeting these women?
Everywhere.
Like
it's everywhere because the area that I'm in and what I do for a living.
What do you do?
Well, I work for a nonprofit agency.
Oh, okay.
Are you fucking Katrina victims?
Give somebody a trailer.
But with what I do, it's where I'm at the gym, out in public. It's everywhere. It's not like I'm looking at one specific place.
And you're in Chicago, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kevin's funny.
Yeah,
what are you trying to get?
There are people where his gym is. I don't know or whatever, but there are women that specifically go out to meet a guy that makes X amount of dollars.
Oh, so you're trying to say how?
Yeah, I was
asking, are you like some metrosexual motherfucking, a guy better looking than bitches?
Yeah, maybe
whatever.
Go to a different gym or meet women else.
You still gonna get the same.
Yeah, I mean,
but fundamentally, it's the nature of them to bitch you up. That always happens. The degree may be different from the gym to gold digging chicks, but it's all about bitching you up.
And it's not.
And it's organic.
Exact. That's the thing you have to keep in your head, man. You cannot be angry at how they do it with such ease, man. Your manhood.
It's like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. It's constantly under siege, and you can't be mad at them. It's like being mad at a fucking snake for biting you. If you got a rattlesnake in your hand, you're like, this rattlesnake is the shit, and it bites you, you can't be mad at the motherfucker. You just have to go, shit, it's a snake. Women have to do certain things. They have, look at, loser women. It is what it is, Papa. Any woman, her initial thing, if she doesn't have any guidance to think differently, is that she has to get something out of her pussy. Because they haven't developed. This is why, going back to the other caller, why they force you to marry them. Because it's like Dracula trying to eat dinner with you real fast before 5 a.m. comes. You understand? Okay. That's a bitch. She want to get married before she starts to melt.
No, I had enough. The sun's coming up.
You got to understand that that's what I want to get married. I got to get this motherfucker so that I have an excuse not to have to be bigger than my vagina. If you make her stretch out that courtship, she's going to have to force herself to be bigger than her vagina. And some women don't know how to do that. Some women don't know how to be. Look, tell a bitch. Here's what you tell her. Look, baby. Look, I don't just want pussy. I don't want pussy. Just want it unless. That's not all I want unless that's all you got. Do you understand? You got to make her understand, right? Women have to understand that pussy is like it's the wheels on the car. You understand? Like if you have a Beamer and you have a Benz, and you go out and you look at both of them 2007 Benz, 2007 Beamer. You look at them both, and if the salesman comes up and goes, "Hey, how are you? Listen, I have a wonderful car here," and you go, "Well, what's some of the features of the car? Why should I buy it?" Because it has wheels. What? Nigga, That's what a pussy is. You gotta let a bitch know that. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I wanna fuck you. Stop trying to hide that we wanna fuck. That's the problem we have, fellas. We wanna fuck anyway. It's like drinking water when you're thirsty. Pussy, it's not as important as everyone makes it. You understand what I'm saying?
And she clearly is not doing you a favor by fucking. That is not a gift.
You ever have women go, I let you eat my pussy. You let me eat you? What? I just performed that fucking surgery I just performed. Is
My
as a
neck
favor to
is
me?
cramped up, my tongue is numb, and you did me a favor.
I fucking put my face in that disaster area for a half hour and pretended that your asshole had a stink, and all of a sudden you're a good gal for letting me.
Well, thank you.
Huckleberry.
Hey, thanks for calling, man. Thanks, Brian.
These mommy's alright, and dad is alright. You just feel a little tense. Surrender, surrender. But don't give yourself away.
Nice inside joke here.
Where's Dumb Kathleen?
I think she ran away.
She's alright. Where you from, Chicago? Where's your gym? Where's your gym? Fuck up.
I really do think if this guy went somewhere else to be,
Where?
Where?
Mars?
Well, I don't, whatever he's going to, I know they're materialistic women. Like, if you go on the Upper West Side in bars where they would completely ignore you guys.
That's gold digging crackheads.
Yeah, there
They just-
definitely are. And they're not
dig you for
crackheads.
old pissy mattress.
Drinking
Oh,
and,
awful.
whatever. Ivy League, they want a specific type of man, which apparently
Do you hear what you're saying, man? Like, it's like, this is what's beautiful. Like, when a woman, wait a minute, when a woman talks,
this
what you,
guy
wait a minute,
should go
Kathleen.
somewhere else.
But
to meet
did
women.
you hear what you just said, that these girls are somewhere wanting to meet a specific type of guy? It's
Well,
like,
they are.
it's
Why
like,
is
that's
that?
like, you know what that's like? You know what that's like? It's like a duck hunting season, right? And the duck walks out the water and goes, "Hey boys, who's gonna shoot me?" Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, did you hear your language when you say women go out in this type of place to meet a specific? Well, what specific are you, bitch? What specific do you have besides your pussy? Have another specific.
I'm just saying that this exists.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is the same with the dingy bitch on Houston Street to the fucking stuck-up Jew girl on 78th and Broadway. They're the same bitch. They're out there trying to hit the lottery. Women have no skills to get what they want. So they hope what they want just kind of walks in. And I have to audition. And when you said, oh, those girls don't pay you no attention, wrong, Catherine. They do pay you attention when you go in and you go, hi, and she goes, ugh. And you go, you know, it looks like your breath stink anyway, bitch. And she goes, what? And you go, I'm just kidding, walk away. And she'll chase after you and go, excuse me, why did you say that? Well, because you're just an ass, and I have to go now. What? Women are so fucking dumb. I'm trying to, like, keep them listening, but you just are so retarded. It makes me sick. You go, what gives you the balls or the labia or whatever the fuck y'all got to sit and wait for Mr. Right? Like, what skills do you have to get Mr. Right?
Patricia,
besides waiting.
If you're talking to me personally, I am not waiting for Mr. Right. I don't know why you're.
I'm talking to women. You are representing women right now.
Oh, okay.
In general, and you're pretty much a part of in general.
I honestly don't think that. I don't know. The women that I'm friends with are not waiting for Mr. Right.
So what are you waiting to do?
Why does it have to be anything
what
at all?
What are you doing?
Why, honest to God, Patrice,
do you like fucking, Jeff? Do you like fucking?
Yeah, of course I do.
Where do you get your dick? How do you get your dick?
Usually the people I go out with are on.
Fuck, we're talking about fucking, not go out.
Yeah,
fuck,
okay.
Just fucking. How do you meet a guy and fuck him?
The guys I meet are like audience members, and I like the type of guy that likes.
You like who I like? You
I like that.
Whore. Fucking
He's
Bilbo.
a dirty whore. You fuck your audience?
You fuck groupies?
Wake them up first, then fuck them.
Specific type of men like me. Like
She likes who she
comedians don't
She
generally
likes who likes her.
So you
like
get,
me. Yeah.
but so you actually fuck the guy.
You know, I'm not that promiscuous, and I'm pretty closed off. I'm emotionally unavailable, and I haven't been laid in quite a while. Why? So, it's just
You're
not
42
worth it.
years old.
It's just not worth it.
Your pussy,
I'm
the value
not
of your pussy is
42.
going down.
I'm younger than you.
Your fish, you
Bad
need a lot more ice to keep that fish fresh. Your pussy gonna be like that shit in Seattle where they just toss it to a motherfucker. You have to stop your thinking. Why don't you fuck?
I'm looking for a candidate now. I've
So-
been
so
dating.
fuck?
Okay, I'll tell you what. No. I mean,
Why? Wait, you didn't even look out there and said no. Why? Why not no? Why no? Look at this kid. Look at that kid. Look at that kid's triceps. He'll fuck your brains out.
He looks great.
Yeah.
He's a young guy.
Why wouldn't you
I
pop
don't
him?
know.
Why wouldn't you pop him? And why do you think that a 48-year-old like yourself has
I'm getting older by the minute.
has the
I'm
choice
12 years older than
has a choice? You should take that kid and ram him.
Why? For one, I don't think, this is not the type of guy that's interested in me.
Would you fuck a dude? You fuck him.
Fuck me. Okay. Thank you for the option. I'm dating
I'm
a
asking
guy.
you, why wouldn't you just give guys pussy if you wanted something?
I'm dating a guy right now, and it's an option. I might fuck him.
Do you hear the arrogance in your...
It's not. No.
You might, and you... There's two people in this situation.
He might not want to fuck me. I've gone out with him
He
once.
wants to fuck
He's
Of
out
course.
of time.
He went out with you. He wants to
If you
fuck
say
you.
hello and he
Really?
answers, that means he wants to fuck you.
Don't you understand
Yeah, but
that?
he's not like Patrice. You think all men are like you? They're not.
They are exactly like me. If you boil all men down to what they call the roux, to the sticky horse shit that's left.
He wants to get laid.
Two things,
right?
Eating and some pussy. Pussy
Yeah.
and eating, and I don't know which order, but that's what we boil down to. And so innately, we just want to fuck you first because you don't have intangibles. Women don't have intangibles until after we fuck.
This guy took me out to dinner, and honest to God,
I'm so tired.
try to.
Of
nor
course
did,
That's
not.
because he's trying to
nor
bait
did
you so that you
he want
fuck
me
him.
to fuck him at that point. I'm
Did
not
you-
saying
did
that
you
he
ask him?
doesn't want to.
Kathleen, did you ask him?
No,
did you say,
it just
"Do
was
you wanna fuck
kind
me?"
of understood. I didn't.
If you said, hey, look,
No,
let
I
me just
didn't.
suck it in the car for a few minutes, do you think you...
Oh no, what happened? It was just getting hot. What happened?
I don't know. There was at
That
no
is the
point.
reason. Let me say something, ladies, and I'm gonna take some more calls in a second. Ladies, let me say something to you. You gotta understand that this is why we don't get along. Because when we try to fuck you and you do what Kathleen's doing, hey, you didn't want to fuck.
No.
Wait a minute.
He did not. It never came up that he was trying
He
to.
was afraid of scaring you away.
Fucking course.
Afraid of scaring you away.
Yeah, do you understand what we're trying to say is that you don't get the real thing until after.
Ask anybody is anybody in the studio that would not fuck Kathleen?
They would.
Anybody?
Well,
No, this guy doesn't.
him? Eric?
Eric would fuck you.
Eric looks like a
would fuck you on
premature
the
fucking
table.
color.
Yeah.
There's no way Eric wouldn't fuck you.
Eric would fuck you and then cave your head in for making him feel bad about it.
You gotta understand why we don't like you innately. We don't like you because of what you put us through.
And there's a face full of breakdowns. Takes more than a message to mail us how. I could drink on the road, stop the leaf plow. Got a bullet, but it ain't mine, no. They got these pictures of everything to break us down, yeah, to break me down. They make us hate and we make them bleed. I got a lover, yeah, well she shows me how to understand, yeah, to understand. I got a lover brand, yeah, he shows me how to make amends, yeah, to make amends with it. To make the mess that we call home. Takes more than a message to make me smile. I can feel when she kisses me sleeping. Not when the news is on. They got these pictures of everything to break us down and yeah, to break me down. They make us hate and we make it bleed. I got a lover, yeah, well she shows me how to make us stand, yeah, to understand. I got a lover, yeah, well he shows me how to make amends, yeah, to make amends with it. We got these pictures of everything to break us down, yeah, to break me down. They make us hate and we'll make them bleed. I got a love man, but she shows me how to understand, yeah, to understand. I got a brother man, yeah, he shows me how to make amends, yeah, to make amends with it.
MI6 have agents everywhere. I have no room for interference. Leave them to me. The man Bisconte. He's following me. You're jumping in shadows. You're wondering about time.
Oh shit, 1 sec. One time a thing occurred to me, what's real and what's for sale. One kiss and tried to take me home. Is it you? Is it me? Search for things that you can't see. I'm going blind out of reach somewhere in the Vaseline. 2 times thing has rendered me. Once drunk and without bail. Thank God we're safer all alone. Flies in the Vaseline we are. Sometimes it blows my mind. Keep getting stuck here all the time. Is it you? Is it me? Search for things that you can't see. I'm going blind out of reach, just somewhere in the Vaseline. You see the look and you see the light. You see the light and you. Eyes in the Vaseline, the off sometimes blows my mind. I keep getting slicker all the time. Using me, I search for things that you can't see. I'm going blind, out of reach, somewhere in the Vaseline. It's okay, okay, relieve me. It's okay, you cure me. Lounge fly, the fly brings me. I know down with the dogs that will release me. To run a needle of the bottle, but you feel me. My bottle's empty, but you always refill me. But I wanna me to drown me. I wanna fuck until you need me. I can't live until I give away. And the other understands. She said you'd be my world. She said you'd be my man. And I can't live this way. Lives in my soul. It's okay, okay, relieve me. Lounge for me, kill me. Lounge find the bring me. But the dogs that won't release me. They got a needle or a bottle, but you feel me. My bottle's empty, but you always refill me. But I wanted me to drown me. I wanna fuck until you need me. I can't live until I take away. And the other understands. She said you'd be my world. She said you'd be my man. And I can't live this way. Live in my soul. She said she'd be my woman. said she'd be my world. She said she'd be my man. And I can't live this way. Lives in my soul. Said she'd be my world. Said she'd be my man. Said she'd be my world. Said she'd be my man. God damn, I'm tired, man. I'm real tired. But I want to get this shit done. It'll work.
Tell me, why in the world would I give you this shot? Because I bled for it. Waited for it. Earned it. And I will not let you down.
So I'm just waiting for the dumb ads. I'm real tired. Might call it quits pretty soon. Then it's a Sunday afternoon when you lie between the lines. Lines. Then when the hand of the champagne, so do you laugh at those who cry? Cry. Feeling like a sun twinkling every day. And I promises that seems to be only was the time. Behind all of these things they say to me. And my son trembling was the time. And all it seems, what it seems to be, only was the time. And all of these things you say to you. All right. Still got some stuff, basic colors to get done. But as far as basic colors go, I think I've almost got it. I really want to go to bed, but Mama didn't raise no quarter.
So when we finally get it, we resent you for what you put us through for this.
Is it that much of a chore? Like, don't
Yes,
you?
yes, it's that much of a chore because you're sitting here kind of mulling over, like you're like, he didn't wanna. What girl says he didn't wanna? Look, you don't know anything unless we fucking inform you of the fucking thing. You don't know whether I want to fuck you or not unless I say, hey, look, I want to fuck you.
Half the time you don't care. You're so caught up in your own
Okay,
inner dialogue,
this is
you're not
exactly.
even concerned
This
about
guy
that.
called me. It was you want to go out to dinner. He had to get up early and
He's
go
going,
to Philadelphia.
you want to go out to
He had
dinner so that I can fuck
yeah.
you later.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that if it might have been uncomfortable, he would have done it, but he had to.
Would you fuck him if he asked you to? You would fuck him if he said, hey, will you fuck me?
What? Yeah.
Can he just ask you like that?
Like,
can he just say, can I fuck you?
I don't know. I don't know him well enough, but yeah, maybe.
How do you get to, well enough, if I meet you today, right? Wait a minute. If I meet you on Monday.
I want to make sure
Kathleen,
that I want
Kathleen, if I meet you on Monday, right?
Yeah.
And we go all the way until like 6 months later on a following 6 months of Mondays, right? How are you knowing me more the first Monday than the 6-month Monday that you know me well enough to fuck me? You think because you know what my favorite color is now that it makes it better?
Sometimes things come up. He seems like a great guy, and then he says something like, what I really want is to get nude pictures taken of myself. I've been working out.
Okay.
And that like, fine, that's okay, but I find it aesthetically unpleasant. I don't want to fuck him after he says that.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've been working out, and you're like, yeah, great.
All right.
And
he wants
like
to send me naked pictures of him.
He'd like to get professional nude pictures of himself taken.
So you think he's an ass and you don't want to fuck him?
I think he's a bit of a pussy. It's a little too gay for me.
It's some sissy shit.
Yeah, and this is the guy.
All right, well, you
gotta
let us know these fucking things.
I didn't want to bring it up, but this is a research.
He's a fucking ass.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
This guy does pharmaceutical research. He's in good shape. You know, I go out to dinner. Everything's fine. And then he says that to me on the phone.
What tipped you off when you met him in the store and he was licking the Calvin Klein box?
He was an audience guy, just, nice guy. But at that
a pink cock ring.
Yeah,
we're gonna take another call.
Yeah,
we're gonna get back to you and your fucking your craziness. Keith in Ohio, sir. Sorry to keep you on hold so long. Keith.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Patrice.
Go ahead, man.
Try to keep the backstory short. Been with my wife 17 years. Over the years, there's been over 30 affairs. I've been angry about it.
Wait. 30. You.
In your mother, girl. Sorry to cock tease. This cuckold got cheated on 30 times. Oh, what a loser. Way among the pearl, all the price she paid. I'm not gonna.
She's fucked 30 different that you're aware of. But wait a minute. Wait a second.
There is more.
I know, but hold up.
She was
Here's
nothing we all will miss her got.
Where you said,
Well, will you won't I say, just to figure out.
17-year anniversary. We got 2 kids.
Okay, yeah, that's what they do. All right, go finish, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, about 6 months ago, she was diagnosed as bipolar, and she's suffering from clinical depression. And one of the big things is uncontrollable, sexual urges. She gets, a little bit of booze in her, and she'll pretty much sleep with anybody. Well, anyway, I mean, on medication, she is the woman I fell in love with. I still love her dearly. The problem is, emotionally, I broke completely. And I've been seeing her strength, trying to work through it. Emotionally, I transcended anger. Where you said that angry place you go to, I transcended that. I've become emotionally cruel and vindictive.
Right.
I'm trying to stop. I've beat her to death emotionally,
right.
And I truly want to stop because she doesn't.
You know what you're doing? You know what you're doing? You're doing what women do when they want to leave you. Okay? What you're doing is you're trying to give her
a reason.
The reason, right? You're trying to make her so fucked up that it won't make you feel guilty when you walk out on her. So you're trying to be. It's that old thing of going, you know, when you want to break up with a girl and you just say. She goes, hi, and you go, fuck you, you stinky breath bitch. And she goes, what's that all about? You want to leave me, don't you? You want to go, don't you? You want to leave. You want to be able to tell people that she left you. But in your balls, tell the truth, Keith, in your balls, you want to leave this bitch, don't you?
I'll be 100% honest, I was 1 foot out the door.
No. In your gut. Fuck the actual physical, I'm going to do it. But right now, seriously, are you finished with him?
No. Actually, we get along beautifully. We always have. We finish each other's sentences. All that bullshit.
Really? You finish each other's sentences like you'll say, I want to, and she'll say, suck another man's cock? You dope.
That's literally my ex. Literally my ex.
Just me, but she'll take it up. Yeah, she'll swallow.
And I'm the dope.
There's a redeeming point.
Bang my wife 3 or 4 times.
Well, you know what?
No, she's an alcoholic. Is that what you just?
No, all she had to have was just a little booze, a little weed, and...
Well, you know what, dude?
That was it. Literally, it tripped a switch in her. It looked like she was on her
You sound like you like her, though. Like, see, loving her is not the problem. It's liking them that's the problem. You sound like you generally like her, and you guys have some type of, I guess I'll be cliche, you're some type of, what do you call it, soulmates or some shit, but...
That's the word I use, the soulmate.
Your soulmates, you really like her, you know, and
I got an idea. Why don't you swing? She's already swinging, so you might as well, you know.
Yeah, do you sleep with other people too?
2.5 years ago, she stopped.
Huh?
That was it. Cold turkey, when she saw the last time when I pretty much snapped and almost left her, she stopped.
And sucking different dicks cold turkey.
Did you put your foot down after Cox 19 and 20 and then swap it up a bit?
Oh my.
I think that's the nickname she has for her 30 dicks is cold turkey. Ooh, that's my 31st cold turkey neck. Listen.
You waited her out. She got bored of fucking other guys.
I want to be honest with you. You might actually have a winner. I think you're caught in between being traditional and living kind of this life that we all want to live. Is that what's her viewpoint on you getting strange pussy?
She claims that she'd like to find a guy chick that,
Dude, listen, man.
You got a winner.
You're a traditional guy, and this is no offense. You're kind of being what the woman would be kind of in this situation where you're a little like, this is not right and this is weird, but you might mistakenly be dropped into every guy's dream, which actually is to have a woman who's willing to have you get some different pussy. See, you're on this possession thing. You're a little bit, like I said, you're in love like a girl is in love. You can't be. You don't possess her body, dude. Like, she's still the mother of your children. You still love her. You gotta have her mind be with you. It's possible she could just be a nympho. You should take advantage of that shit, dude, and go out and get some side pussy. But here's the problem, Dante. I hear what he's saying. This lady is a better fuck than any bitch he can fucking go find.
This guy
sounds like he doesn't know that. He hasn't cheated on her in 17 years. He doesn't know what's out there.
Hey, dude, are you a cuckold? He sounds like a cuckold, like one of those guys that secretly gets off on his wife fucking other man. There's a silent humiliation in that, because why else would you put up with 30 different guys? Do you ever make her tell you details about what happened?
No, it pisses me off to no end, and The problem is I come from a broken home. My mom and dad split up when I was 3. I was raised by my grandparents.
Yeah, but that's not.
For life. I didn't want to do that.
Oh, so he got his own. He got his own thing.
When I settled for my wife, and I dropped the other 2, stuck with her.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Something for her,
I think
and
I'm gonna
unfortunately,
call it a
you know,
night
thanks
because
to
I'm
bipolar,
so tired.
it beat the hell out of us.
I wanted to
emotionally.
finish
If
this
she's had
record,
30
but I don't think.
affairs, it's her nature to sleep with other people. And all you doing is caging her up. That's whether she went cold turkey or not. She want to fuck somebody else. That's the bottom line.
You're trying to tell a pigeon not to fly, so you might as well just love her for what she is, dude. Whatever with the animal that she is, try to figure out. You have to rationalize how to love her for the animal she.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 3:30 where I'm at. I had fun. I hope y'all did too. Next time we do this, I'll do detailed colors, and then we'll wrap it up soon. Very cool, very cool. I'm very tired. Good night, people. Thank you for tuning in.